8 contestants, all with a chance to win thousands of pounds. Only one will start in control. Can they stay ahead and beat the pack? Hello there, I'm Jake Humphrey, and this is Beat the Pack, the show where if you can stay ahead of your opponents, you can win up to £12,000. Now, we've randomly selected one player to start in control, and today, that player is Lynn. Lynn, come and join me. Hello, Lynn.
Hello.
OK, where are you from?
From Manchester.
Perfect. So if Manchester was one of the categories, that would do for you, would it?
Probably, although I get lost there all the time.
Oh, do you? Yeah. OK, right, let's really hope, then, that public transport is not one of the questions, because you might struggle.
Preferably.
Yeah, that would be good. And what do you do for a living?
I'm now retired. I was an associate lecturer at Salford University.
What did you lecture in?
Exercise physiology.
Well, so, the human body, exercise, yeah. Would that all be good
Physiology.
for you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. But then that can be really embarrassing, can't it? If the question comes up and I get it wrong. So, anyway, students will laugh.
Fine, you'll be fine. And what is your marathon time at the moment?
About 4 days.
Right, good.
On a bus.
Listen, Lynn, a couple of days quicker than mine.
OK.
I'm not built for running. But hopefully today you are built for winning some money. You could walk away today, Lynn, with £12,000. What would you do with that money?
I'd love to see the Northern Lights.
Yeah. So
I'd probably spend some money on that. And also I have one son who's in Glasgow. He's done just graduated from Glasgow School of Art. And I'd like to buy some student art from the final year.
Would you buy his art?
No.
Right. Just the decent
Yeah,
stuff?
just the good stuff.
All right, so you're going to start in control today, as you know, which means, Lynn, £12,000 could be yours, but it's not simple. Standing in your way are the pack. So let's meet them.
Terence, museum manager from Derry in Northern Ireland.
Emma, psychology student, Edinburgh.
Adrian, heating company director, Basingstoke.
Fee, account manager from Chester.
Ben, online seller, Coventry.
Dawn, healthcare manager, London.
Lee, regional manager in print services from Bristol.
Well, Lynn, who's caught your eye early on?
I'm just going to pick Terence because he's the nearest. Isn't that awful?
Well, actually, yeah, you know, Terence may well have some hidden depths.
I think so. He's got that sort of a face, hasn't he? He's sort of, you know...
He's giving nothing away with that cheeky smile, is he? Right, let's start the game then. Let's have a look at the 6 categories that stand between Lynn and a place in today's final. Asia, Sherlock Holmes, musicals, 1980s, orange, sporting heroes. Now, each category is worth up to £2,000, and all Lynn has to do is answer one question correctly from each category for the chance to win that £12,000. But if she gets a question wrong at any time, she's out of the game. There are no second chances. If Lynn doesn't like a question, she doesn't have to answer it. I'll replace it with an easier one, but that will then start costing her money. The money halves every time Lynn passes. And as for the pack, well, they will be answering every single question. So if Lynn passes and the pack will get the question right, she loses control, she goes home with nothing, and then one of the pack will take her place. So, Lynn, we've met the pack, we've heard the rules, we've seen the categories.
Yes.
Shall we get your game underway?
Yes, please.
Let's hope it's a good one today. Let's play Beat the Pack. You're in control, so, Lynn, your first category, please.
Well, let's go for sporting heroes and get that one out of the way.
Now, Lynn, I've got one bit of good news for you. I will give you a helping hand during the game, and you'll have the chance to give me 2 answers to any of the questions. Okay. A double answer. So let me know when you want to use it, and use it wisely, because you get the double answer only once.
OK.
Shall we start the game?
Please.
Lynn, very best of luck. We're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
This is the first question on today's programme on sporting heroes, and it's the £2,000 question. In the 2012 Olympic heptathlon, in which of these individual events did Jessica Ennis finish first? Shot put, long jump, 100-metre hurdles, javelin. Lynn, have a think. Pack, for the first time today, over to you. 7 members of the pack. 7 answers locked in. So now it's over to you, Lynn.
Right, well, I don't know.
You've got a gut feeling, because so often on this show, going with your gut
Well,
at the right time is helpful.
You see, I knew she finished first in the last race, which was a running race. But no, I'm going to have to pass on that one, I'm afraid.
So let's reveal what the right answer is. Did you think it was that?
Well, I said it was a running one, but I wasn't sure if it was the only one that she'd, you know, that... Yeah, anyway, that's fine.
Did all 7 members of the pack know the correct answer was the 100-metre hurdles? If they did, Lynn is out. Five correct answers from the pack to start the show. Not great news for you, Lynn, because you've lost a large amount of the pack to the safe area there. Emma, what about you? How did you know the answer to that?
Absolute sheer luck. Sheer luck. I hate sport.
Really?
If it had been about football, I wouldn't have got it, but I quite like Jessica Ennis.
OK, and just
Sorry.
remember, the pack may often tell you they're guessing.
Yes, yes.
Throwing you off the scent is
Absolutely.
part of the game when you're up in the pack. And well done, Dawn.
Thank you.
So are you a big sports fan?
I did like the Olympics and I love Jessica Ennis, so I did know that one.
And Lee at the end there, well done. How did you know that? Was that a guess?
Well, I don't think there's a man alive that wouldn't want to watch Jessica Ennis running about. So, obviously, I did.
Great, Lee. I love the honesty. 5 of you got the correct answer there. Please go to the safe area and well done. So let's have a look then at the next question. It's worth £1,000. And here it is. In 1999, to whom did the BBC award the accolade Sportsman of the Century? George Best, Donald Bradman, Muhammad Ali, or Pele? Lynn, have a think. Adrian and Fee, over to you. Now, quite quickly, Adrian and Fee locked in their answers to this question.
They did. I know I have a gut feeling for one of them.
Go on.
Muhammad Ali. Bearing in mind, obviously, looking at all that he did in terms of politics as well as sport.
Yeah.
And in his day, he was a fantastic sportsman. George Best, Don Bradman, Pele. I mean, good heavens, not a piece of tissue paper between them, is there?
No, they were all quite good at their chosen
Yes.
sports, weren't they?
What the heck? I'm going to go for Muhammad Ali.
Let's lock that in. If it's not Muhammad Ali, you know what that means?
I'm going home.
You're going home without
That's
even
okay.
the bus fare.
OK.
Was Muhammad Ali the sportsman of the century? Yes, he was! Put it there. Well done. Let's put £1,000 in the bank. Well done. Now, the great news for you is bad news for the 2 remaining members of the pack, because Adrian or Fee are about to be the first knocked out of the game.
Yes.
So what should we do? Lynn, I know you don't
They're
want
not
to.
looking
Give
at
us a
me,
name.
it's awful. Adrian.
Adrian.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adrian.
You're not really.
I am, honestly. No, I really, really am. I really am.
Did you know the right answer to that question?
did.
You see.
Adrian, Lynn has spoken. You have to leave the pack, but thank you very much for playing.
Thank you.
And it's time to bring back the pack. And then there were 6. Lynn, 5 categories and 6 members of the pack stand between you and a place in today's final. And after that brilliant start, you could still add another £10,000 to your bank. So where shall we go next?
I'm going for curiosity. I'm going to go with Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes is the next category. This is better for you, is it?
I know quite a bit about Sherlock Holmes.
Read the books?
No, just watch the television programmes and the films.
Great movies. OK, well, let's move on then and see how we do on the £2,000 question. And here it is. Which of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's short stories introduces Sherlock Holmes' arch-enemy, Professor Moriarty? The Scandal in Bohemia, The Final Problem, The Adventure of the Speckled Band, A Case of Identity. Have a think. Lynn, Pack, please answer now. So, You're an avid watcher of the movies
Yes.
and the TV programmes. Does that
Yes.
help?
Not really. Not with this one. I know, see, The Adventure of the Speckled Band was the first Holmes story, but that's about all I know about those 4 titles. I certainly don't know when Prof Moriarty was introduced. So I'm going to take a gamble that at least one of them don't know and pass, please. Again.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Lynn isn't sure, so she's going to pass on the £2,000 question on Sherlock Holmes. Let's reveal the correct answer. It was the final problem.
No, I wouldn't have known that.
OK, well, let's find out whether this is going to be Lynn's final problem. Do all 6 members of the pack know the correct answer? Let's see. A great decision, Lynn. Well done. None of the pack knew the correct answer. Well done. So we move on.
Yes.
Because you passed, Lynn, the next question is worth half as much, £1,000. And here is the question. What is the first name of Holmes' friend and associate, Dr. Watson? Michael, Paul, William, John. Lynn, have a think. Pack, your answer, please. So the pack have locked in. They look relatively confident about this one. How confident are you?
I'm about 95% confident.
That's a good percentage.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Is that enough for you to play this?
Yeah, it was in my head before the options came up.
What was it?
It was John.
And now John is there.
John's there. I had in my mind John or James. It was a j sound.
Not a a put or a what.
Not a p. No, it was a John. So I'm going for John, please.
Let's lock in John. To keep Lynn in the game, to add another £1,000 to her bank, is the correct answer John? Yes, it is! Well done, well done. Another £1,000 for you. Lynn.
Yeah.
95% confident was 100% right. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's put another £1,000 in Lynn's bank. This is going well. That's probably the part of the show that you like the most, seeing the money add up.
Yes.
Lynn, time for the part of the show that you dislike the most.
Forgot that bit again.
Yeah, you must choose who you think is the biggest risk to your game.
Oh, gosh. I'm going to go with Fee. Sorry, Fee. Sorry.
And why Fee?
Because she got the last one right on the previous one with Adrian. Well,
That's what worries you.
No, she probably got it wrong, didn't she? Oh, Fee, I'm sorry, I've chosen.
You've just removed the weakest player in the pack. So, Fee, thank you so much for playing.
Sorry, Fee.
But sadly for you, you're out of the game. Please leave the pack. Another £1,000 in the bank. We now move on to the next category. Asia, musicals, Orange or 1980s. Where next?
Let's go for Orange,
Why?
because I don't know what it is. So we'll just see, and it's like potluck, isn't it, really, Orange?
Orange
Because I don't know what it is.
is Lynn's third category. Quite generic sounding, so let's see what the
Absolutely.
first question is, Lynn.
OK.
A series of political protests that became known as the Orange Revolution began in November 2004 in which country? Belarus, Ukraine, Lithuania, Kazakhstan. Lynn, have a think. Pack, give us your answer. So, Lynn, Pack have all answered.
Nothing is ringing a bell there at all. It's ridiculous, because it's a sort of area that I should be quite good at, really. But there's just nothing leaping out at me.
OK, so we're going to move on. We're going to pass.
Yeah, probably if I was going to guess, I'd have guessed it probably Belarus, but I'm not going to guess. I'm going to pass.
So let's reveal, is Belarus the right answer? The answer is Ukraine.
So I'd have got
Viktor
it.
Yushchenko, you remember that?
Yes, absolutely. But I just didn't remember the country.
Let's turn to the pack and see who got the answer to that question correct. Three of the pack with the right answer. Terence, Ben and Dawn, well done. Lee, did you have any idea what the answer might have been?
No.
What did you go for?
Belarus.
You went for Belarus as well?
We hadn't had an A yet.
No, we haven't. So, OK. So Lee purely went for Belarus because A has yet to be the correct answer. Learning a lot about Lee right now, aren't we? Lee, unlucky. Emma, same applies to you. You both remain in the game. At this point, you are both vulnerable because Terence, Ben and Dawn, you're through to the next category. Go to the safe area. Next question is worth £1,000. And here it is. The oil from bergamot oranges gives which tea its distinctive flavour? Assam, Darjeeling, Earl Grey, Lapsang Souchong. Lynn, have a think. Emma and Lee, a big moment for you. Please give us your answer. Lee look like a tea drinker to you?
Yeah. Oh, Lee? No. No, he looks like a coffee man to me.
What about Emma?
Tea.
Lynn, more importantly than that,
I drink
what about
tea.
you?
I drink tea.
Do you?
Yes.
And do you ever choose a tea flavoured by bergamot orange oil?
I do.
And what tea do you choose?
Earl Grey.
And are you confident enough, with another £1,000 on the line and your place on the game, to play with Earl Grey?
I'm sticking with Earl Grey. Go with the gut. Earl Grey.
OK, Lynn's going to play with Earl Grey. Is Earl Grey correct? Is Lynn through to the next category? Lynn, well done. Well done. Let's give Lynn another £1,000. Emma and Lee were left in the game, so you need to choose which of the two you want to leave and why.
I think I'm going to take Lee out.
Why?
Just, I think he might be stronger in the categories to come than Emma.
Lee, did you get the last question right?
Of course I did.
Lee, did you get the last question right?
No.
So what was your answer there? Was it A again?
Yeah.
OK, so if you'd have stayed in the game, just A all the way through
Right,
until it
it's
became the
good,
correct
isn't it?
answer.
I'd have got there in the end.
Oh.
Lee, do you know what? You would have done, but sadly you're not going to. Lee, please leave the pack, but thank you for being such good fun.
Thank you.
So we say goodbye to Lee and we bring back the pack. Lynn,
Yes.
you are halfway to the final and there's still £6,000 to add to the £3,000 that you've already won.
Yes.
So what would you like to do next?
I think I'll try musicals. Yeah, I feel of those three categories, that's the one I feel strongest on.
Have you seen many?
Yeah, film musicals. I'm not been current up to the stage musicals at the moment, but I'll give that one a go, I think.
OK. Lynn's fourth category of 6 is musicals. And here is the £2,000 question. Along with Gene Kelly, who directed the film musical Singin' in the Rain? William Wyler, Sidney Lumet, Stanley Donen, Billy Wilder. Lynn, have a think. Pack, your answer, please. So, the pack have answered. Now, do you know any of those names?
William Wyler and Billy Wilder were both famous for sort of a lot of the comedies of that era. Sidney Lumet was I think he was more dramatic. So my feeling might be Stanley Donen. But I'm not confident enough.
So, Lynn, of course, at this stage, you do still have your double answer.
Yes.
Fancy that?
I think if I was more definite about one that it wasn't going to be, or two that it wasn't going to be, but I'm not really. I'm not happy with any of them.
OK.
So I think I'm going to take a gamble that the remaining 4 aren't happy either, and I'm going to pass again, please.
What do you think the right answer is? What's your
Well,
gut?
I think the one I would have gone with is Stanley Donen.
OK, so you may have gone with Stanley Donen.
Yeah.
You decided to pass. Let's reveal the correct answer. Oh, Lynn!
Yeah, but I didn't know.
Well, you did, though.
Well,
You did.
never mind.
4 members of the pack. Do they know this answer?
I hope not.
Stanley Donen also directed Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Did the pack know that Stanley Donen, though, co-directed Singing in the Rain with Gene Kelly? Let's see. Your game continues, Lynn. A good decision. Well done. Well done, Emma, as well. How did you know the answer to that?
I like musicals. I'm a real girly girl, so I actually love Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. Used to watch it with my friends when I was a little girl, so...
Emma, a £2,000 question correct. Into the next category. You are getting close to the final, so go to the safe area. Well done. And that leaves Terence, Ben and Dawn in play. We move on to the next question. Lynn, you passed, so it's worth half as much. £1,000. And here it is. The Lloyd Webber musical, The Phantom of the Opera, is based on a novel by which author? Victor Hugo, Gaston Leroux, Émile Zola, Gustave Flaubert. Lynn, have a think. Pack your answer, please. 3 very quick answers from the pack. Now, the way that your game has played so far, every time I've given you a £1,000 question, you have had this look on your face and you then played. Can I guess by the giggle and the sparkle in your eyes that you know the answer to this one as well?
I think I do. I think.
Confident enough to play?
I'll play. Yes, I'll play.
Why?
Well, no, I think I know the right answer.
What do you think the answer is?
I think it's Gaston Leroux.
And how have you got to that in your head?
Well, it was a bit... I mean, The Phantom of the Opera was a sort of sensational novel of its day. You know, horror story, like detective story, that type of thing. Flaubert was far too serious, as indeed were Victor Hugo and Émile Zola. Gaston Leroux was more of a sensational novelist, so that's the one I'm going with. And I think it's right.
OK, let's lock in Gaston Leroux. Lynn.
Yes.
Now it's locked in. Still
Yes.
confident?
I better be.
You had.
Yes.
Because if it's wrong, you've lost the £3,000 in the bank, you've lost control of the game and you're going home. If it's right, we move on. Is she right? Well done! Well done, Lynn. That's the 4th category in a row that you've given us the answer to the £1,000 question. So let's add another £1,000 to your bank. Well done, Lynn. Great play. We know you like that bit. We know you don't like the next bit because you now have to eliminate a member of the pack. So who next and why?
I'm going to go with Terence, I'm afraid. Sorry, I'm sorry. But he seems quite confident in his answers. So, yeah, he stood out. Sorry, Terence.
You spotted Terence right at the start of the show, didn't you?
Well, yes, and he kept getting in the safe area, so now he's not. I'm going to get rid of him.
Terence, perhaps inevitable.
Yeah.
Lynn spotted you right at the start of the programme and she's finally had the opportunity, so she is going to remove you from the pack. But before you go, did you get the last question right?
No, musicals aren't my thing at all. No.
Oh, that's
Oh, really? And of the remaining categories, were you feeling confident?
Would have been okay. I mean, probably sport was my strongest one, but that's it. Anything else, it's part luck what you get in the questions.
Terence, thanks for playing. Please leave the pack. Let's move things on, though. The game continues, and it continues with Emma. Let's bring back the pack. So, Lynn, where shall we go next? You've still got 2 categories to play till the final, both worth up to £2,000. The double answer remains available to you.
Yes.
What should we do?
I'm going to go with the 1980s. I know Asia is probably one that I've been trying to avoid, so it's not a good one to leave till last.
But you're going to do that anyway, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, my heart is flying to the 1980s, so let's go with that.
The 1980s is the penultimate category. Let's play it. Once again, this is worth up to £2,000. Let's have a look at the £2,000 question. Which of these 1980s events happened first? Elton John marries Renata Blau, Neil Kinnock becomes Labour leader, Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal, So Clive Sinclair launches the C5. Lynn, have a think. Pack, your answer, please. So Emma, Ben and Dawn have locked in their answers. That lovely chuckle you just gave me. Chuckle of confidence or a chuckle of I've got no idea?
I have absolutely no idea. No idea at all. Let's have a look. Well, you could tell me what year the Hand of God thing was.
Oh, I could, yeah.
No, but you're not going to, are you?
Nope.
No, all right. I don't know. You see, in the 80s, I had 3 children under the age of 3 because I had one and then I had twins. So from sort of 1984, my brain was porridge.
Right.
So anything that happened after 84, I've no idea.
Well, do you remember any of those things happening then?
No.
Right.
I remember them happening, but I couldn't tell you at what sort of stage. I'm going to take a guess that they don't know either. Not
So
all of
again,
them.
you're going to pass on a £2,000 question.
I can't, because even if I did the double answer, I wouldn't know of the 2 that were left. It would be a blind guess again.
So you're going to pass
Yes, please.
on the £2,000 question on the 1980s. Now, this, for Lynn at this stage of the game, is all about weighing up risk.
Yes, that's fair.
Happy with your decision?
Absolutely.
If I'd have pushed you, what would you have said?
Clive Sinclair.
So if pushed, Clive Sinclair would have been the answer. Let's see which of these events did happen first. Neil Kinnock becoming the Labour leader. That was in 1983. Elton John got married in 1984. Maradona's Hand of God,
6.
1986. And then the Sinclair C5 was launched the year before in 1985.
See, there was only one there that before my brain became porridge.
I see it's sorted itself out since, though. Yeah. Right, let's see who knew the right answer. All an incorrect answer from every member of the pack. So, great news for Lynn, bad news for the pack. None of you got the right answer. Dawn, what were you up to in the 80s then?
I was at school for a bit of it. I was nursing for a bit of it.
OK, and Ben, with the wrong answer as well?
Yeah. Well, I was only a little kid in the 80s, so...
What year were you born?
86. Same year...
So you weren't
Maradona.
born for most of the 80s. No
No.
wonder you didn't get this one right. And Emma, what year were you born?
86 as well.
It's the same year as Ben.
Yep.
OK, so maybe that works in your favour. 2 of the pack born in the 80s, but we'll wait and
Yes.
see what the next question is.
Yes.
All of the pack remain in play. Lynn's game continues. The next question is worth £1,000. And here it is. Which of these acts had the most UK #1 singles in the 1980s?
OK.
Duran Duran, Madonna, The Jam, Michael Jackson. Lynn, have a think. Pack, please give us an answer. OK, Lynn, every time we've had a £1,000 question, you've given us an answer. What will you do this time? Play or pass?
I don't think the Jam would have had that many #1s, wonderful as they are as a band. Duran Duran, yes, they had a few, Rio and all that. But in terms of numbers, I think Madonna and Michael Jackson. And I just vaguely remember that Michael Jackson hasn't had as many #1 singles as you think. He's done marvellously with LPs, but not with the singles.
Lynn, moment of truth. Play or pass?
Oh, gosh. Pass.
You sure?
I'm going to pass.
OK. Lynn has chosen to pass on the £1,000 question on the 1980s. You know the risk here, don't you?
Very much so, yes.
If
yes,
all
I think
3
I might
members
have
of the
blundered,
pack
but-
know the right answer, this is the worst decision of Lynn's game. Let's
Yes.
first of all reveal the correct answer. And you thought, Lynn, it might be...
I would have gone for Madonna, probably.
You would have gone for Madonna. What's the right answer? Lynn. 6 #1 singles for Madonna, 4 for The Jam, 3 for Michael Jackson, only 2 for Duran Duran.
I wasn't sure enough, and no.
OK. If Emma, Ben and Dawn all knew Madonna was the right answer, Lynn goes home with nothing. Let's see. Lynn stays in the game, but only just with 2 correct answers in the pack. Well done to Ben and Dawn. So, Ben, how did you know the answer to that one?
Wouldn't say I knew Madonna, but I sort of had an inkling, so that's why I went for it.
Well done. And Dawn, what about you?
I went for Madonna because Duran Duran and the Jam were early 80s. Michael Jackson was all of it, but again, it was a very successful album, and Madonna had lots of singles, which I bought a few of.
Well, both of you are now one category from the final. Well done. Go to the safe area. Lynn, because you passed on the last question, the next question is worth half as much. Not only that, it's easier for you, you will hope.
I hope.
But remember, it's also going to be easier for Emma.
Yes.
Let's have a look. The next question is worth £500. In the UK, which 1980s arcade game character had enemies nicknamed Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde? Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Pac-Man, Princess Zelda. Lynn, as you stand there and shake your head, have a think. Emma, over to you. OK, Lynn. Give me an answer, and it's correct, and we carry on. You've managed to get through the 80s. An incorrect answer, or if you pass and Emma knows the right answer, you're out.
I just never played computer games. Kids did. A lot of Sonic the Hedgehog, and I don't remember them having Sonic having that many enemies.
Right.
Mario, Pac-Man. Well, Pac-Man, I don't know whether he had named enemies. He just had ghosts and things, didn't he? As he's going jump, 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 and the ghosts. So,
Is now the time to crack out
it might well
the double
be.
answer?
It might well be. Got Asia coming up. Next category. I'm going to go for the double answer. Let's see.
OK, let's lock in the double answer for Lynn. Right, Lynn, 4 options. Please give me 2 answers.
OK. Yeah, OK. I'm going to go with Mario and Princess Zelda.
OK, let's
D&D.
lock in Mario and Princess Zelda. Let's see. Is the correct answer Mario? If it is, rapturous applause and Lynn goes through. Let's see. Lynn's game rests on Princess Zelda being the right answer. We all really hope that Princess Zelda is the correct answer. Is it Princess Zelda? Oh, I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Lynn, I am so sorry. I can't tell you
It's OK.
how much I was willing it to be Princess Zelda. Well, let's have a look at the right answer.
So who was it? Get the ghosts.
It was. The
Yes,
ghosts
the
indeed
ghosts.
were called Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde. Look, have you enjoyed yourself, Lynn?
Yes, it's been great. It's very nerve-wracking. So good luck to whoever comes up next. I'm sorry I've only left one category.
But Lynn, you've played a really, really good game today. You've made the right decisions at the right time. Sadly, the 1980s has outfoxed you.
Yes.
But Lynn, thank you for playing.
Thank you.
You failed to beat the pack. Lovely to meet
Thank you.
you.
Thanks. Good play, good play. Thank you.
Let's bring back the pack. So who has played such a good game? They're about to replace Lynn in control with one category to go until the final. I can reveal the best of the pack until now has been... Dawn, down you come! Dawn, hello, lovely to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's it been up there in the pack?
It's been OK, a bit nerve-wracking, but it's been OK.
Dawn, £2,000 up for grabs, one category from the final. What would you do if you managed to walk away with £2,000 today?
I think I'd treat my mum. Took me on holiday last year, took me and my children on holiday, so I'd like to treat my mum to something.
Return the favour.
Absolutely, yes.
She could get quite a holiday for £2,000, couldn't she?
Yes.
All right, well, shall we move on with the game?
Yes.
Let's play Beat the Pack. OK, Dawn, let's have a look at the last remaining category today, Asia. So, with the very best of luck, Dawn.
Thank
We're
you.
all rooting for you. Let's look at the £2,000 question. Which is the only modern-day country in Southeast Asia never in its history to have been colonised by a European power?
Okay.
Malaysia, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. Dawn, have a think. Emma and Ben, our 2 remaining pack members. Give us your answer, please. OK, Dawn. It's up to you, really, to work out what you think the pack know, what you know. You've got the double answer. Play or pass?
I'm going to potentially use my double answer because I think, I don't think the answer is Malaysia. I don't think it's Thailand. It could be Cambodia or Vietnam. I think.
Why not Malaysia or Thailand?
I think somebody I know used to live in Thailand in the forces, and I'm not sure about Thailand. So
it's nerve-wracking down here now, isn't it? Are you OK?
yes.
All right. Well, look, it's your game. There's £2,000 on the line. So, play or pass?
I think I'm going to play with my double answer.
OK, so let's lock in the double answer. So what 2 answers would you like to go with?
I'd like to go for B, Cambodia, and D, Vietnam, please.
OK, let's lock in Cambodia and Vietnam. If either of those, Dawn, are the right answer, you're into the final. You're playing for £2,000.
We'll see.
If they're both wrong, then Ben and Emma will contest the final.
Well, I've had a great time anyway, so that's good.
Right, shall we see if it's about to get even better then?
OK.
Let's do that. Is the correct answer B, Cambodia, which puts Dawn in the final with £2,000? No, it's not. Deep breath. It all comes down to this, Dawn. Has Dawn given us the right answer? Is Dawn in the final? Let's find out. Oh, I don't believe it, Dawn! You say it's Thailand?
I think so.
Thailand was the right answer. Why did you say Thailand as soon as we revealed the 2 wrong answers?
I thought that I knew somebody who'd been based there, but I was obviously wrong.
What a shame.
Never mind.
Dawn, I would love for you to have taken control of the game and made it through to the final with £2,000. But
Okay.
Dawn, thank you for playing.
Thank you so
but
much.
you failed to beat the pack. Lovely to meet you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Thanks for
Bye.
playing, Dawn. Oh, what a shame for Dawn, and what a strange game it's been. You know, Lynn was standing here, loads of correct answers, building up the money. Her game then finished. Dawn came and went just like that, which means, against all the odds, Emma and Ben, a round of applause for Emma and Ben, who are into today's final. The 2 youngest members of the pack, showing that experience and age doesn't count for everything on this programme. So, Emma and Ben will now go head-to-head with the chance to come back on our next show as the control player and the chance to win up to £12,000. But who will be in control in the final? Well, I can reveal the stronger player until this point is... Emma. Emma, congratulations to you. So it's all to play for. Emma in control, Ben trying to beat her. Let's play the Beat the Pack final. And here we are in the final. And today, instead of playing for money, as you know, our 2 pack members are playing to come back as the control player on our next show. So, Emma, you're now in control of the game because you've been the best player until this point. So you'll face 75 seconds of quick-fire questions. Keep on getting them right, and you will leave here as the winner. But answer incorrectly or take too long to answer, I'll stop the clock, and Ben will be given the chance to answer that same question, OK? Now, Ben, if you can steal 3 times, then you win control and you come back next time on the show. Understand?
Yep.
Good luck to you, Ben. Emma, best of luck to you as well. You just need to stay in control for 75 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Emma, your time starts now. In the UK, which precious metal is traditionally given to mark 25 years of marriage?
Silver.
Correct. Which organ, consisting of 4 chambers, pumps blood around the body?
The heart.
Correct. In the nursery rhyme, Bar Bar Black Sheep, how many bags of wool does the sheep have?
6.
Stop the clock. Ben, in the nursery rhyme, Bar Bar Black Sheep, how many bags of wool does the sheep have?
5.
Ben, the answer is 3. You've missed your first chance to steal. Emma, a lucky escape for you. 57 seconds left on the clock. Your time starts now. What is the nickname of the world champion darts player, Phil Taylor? Time's up, stop the clock. Ben, what is the nickname of the world champion darts player, Phil Taylor?
The Power.
A confident answer from Ben, and it's the right answer. Well done, Ben. That's your first steal. 2 more correct answers from you, Ben, and you'll be returning on the show next time. Emma, your time starts now. The ancient site of Machu Picchu in Peru was built by which civilization?
The Aztecs.
Stop the clock. Ben, the ancient site of Machu Picchu in Peru was built by which civilization?
The Incas.
Is the right answer. Well done. Well done, Ben. OK, Emma. Ben's now stolen 2 correct answers. Yep. 1 more from him. He's won the final. He returns next time in control. You've got 44 seconds to hang on. And your time starts now. What specific name is given to a small window, usually circular, in the side of a boat or ship?
Porthole.
Correct. Rachel Riley replaced Carol Vorderman as a co-presenter of which TV game show?
Countdown.
That's the right answer. Emperor and rockhopper, a species of which marine bird?
Penguin.
It's the right answer. In 1994, Michael Flatley found global fame after performing in which Irish dancing show?
Flat.
Your time's up. Ben, in 1994, Michael Flatley found global fame after performing in which Irish dancing show?
Riverdance.
If it's the correct answer, Ben has stolen 3 right answers from Emma, and with it, the chance to return on our next show. Ben. You've just won the final. Well done, Ben. Congratulations. Emma, you knew the right answer to that as well, didn't you?
I knew that, and I knew the Incas. I was saying Aztecs, Incas, and then the second I said Aztecs, I thought of the Inca Trail.
Could you just not get Riverdance?
It was just not coming. I knew it. I knew it. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I just couldn't get it out.
And as soon as Ben said it...
I knew it before he said it, but I couldn't say it then.
No. Well, Ben, Emma's struggling to get the answers. It worked out really well for you.
Yeah, I mean, I knew she knew it when I heard her sort of stumbling, but I knew it, so I was happy she got it wrong.
Emma unlucky. Ben, congratulations. And make sure that you join us next time when Ben will have the chance to win up to £12,000, but only if he can do what no one could today and beat the pack. Bye-bye.